Sorry, I got cut off there. I don't know what happened, but so this is my testimony. Let me get back to what I was just kind of talking about there. If you think about it this way: if you or me were God, if you were God, let's just say for instance, just totally hypothetically, not that I would never want to be whatsoever, or I don't think anyone in the entire world would want to be. If you create 10 billion human beings, but then you show and you reveal yourself to them, there's no proof. Or there's 100% proof then. There's no need for faith. So you know he exists. Excuse me. Of course you're going to bow down to them. They're going to bow down to you because they have faith. Watch out, folks. Watch out. Go ahead. Go ahead. So there's no faith. But if God creates us, 10 billion of us, and then semi-reveals himself here and there, conviction, Holy Spirit, giving us breath, and then shows himself in nature and how he's created everything. 1 millimeter away from closer to the sun, we burn to death. 1 millimeter away, we freeze to death. The scientists, it amazes me how much God exists for someone that is intelligent. But it's so far-fetched to someone that needs what? Proof. There's a reason everyone needs proof. I don't need proof. I just have faith. And I've gone through and I've been convicted in my life, and my conviction is proof of my faith. But conviction is it's a personal feeling. And only the Holy Spirit can show you and convict you fully of who God is, why he is, and what the exact reason why he did everything for us. So if you have check it out. If you have a relationship with a God that's given you free will, choice down here, and you still show God, Christ himself, that you'd still choose him without faith, that's the reason we spend eternity with him. He wants to spend eternity with people he can trust without proving himself to them. Wouldn't you want to spend eternity with people you trusted and didn't have to prove yourself to them? Full 100 God-given conviction and trust. You can trust people. You can trust your creation without proving it. That's the reason. It's the only reason. The only reason. The only reason why everything is. Everything else is vanity. Nothing down here matters. Nothing down here matters. Nothing. Not the clothes you wear, not the shoes you wear, not the socks you wear, not the way you get your hair cut, not the way you groom your beard, not the way you judge someone else before you open your mouth. God says, a man looks at a woman with lust, he's already committed adultery in his heart. I mean, we're in a technology bubble right now, and it is moving us so far away from God and Christ, and we have gay marriages. I'm against homosexuality, yes, and it's not my not my place to judge, though. I don't go around with rainbow colors or all black shirt that states I'm straight. I'm not trying to make something about it that I'm not. Whatever you do in the bedroom is according to whatever you do in the bedroom. It's between you and the other person and God, but you don't have to reveal it or want to. The definition of marriage came from biblically, a man and a woman. But now all of a sudden, that's a different topic. But there's no anger, or I'm not against homosexuality. I don't hate homosexuality, or no, I dislike. I'm not. Excuse me. I'm against homosexuality. Yes. But am I homophobic? No, I do not hate. If Christ hung out with prostitutes and sinners, thieves, murderers, Paul was a murderer killing Christians, who do you think Christ would hang out with down here? Sinners, drug dealers, addicts, people that need that void, going back to that void, people that know that they're missing something. The people that pretend that they're not missing something are the really, really, really far away people. They get this ego trip that money is the root of all evil, but the illusion that money produces happiness is more of the evil. Money cannot buy you happiness. It can buy you the illusion of happiness. Everything is periodic and momentarily. Everything is with quantity, a balance. You need a balance in life. Not too little food, not too much food. Not too little sleep, not too much sleep. Not too much exercise, not too little exercise. Not a lot to drink, a little to drink. A little wine's okay. Too much food is gluttony. Too much wine is drunkardness. Too much TV is laziness. Renew your mind with Christ. Let him show you what he's always wanted to show you in the first place. Turn the TV off and go out and see him. Feel him in the wind, in his creation, in his art. God created man in his own image. Look at yourself in the mirror. Marvel at this vessel that you're in. That's all your bodies are, is a vessel. Just a vessel. A housing for your soul. Till dust we were created, till dust we will return. It's completely true. I don't even end. The testimony is ongoing and forthcoming. But I do know this. I'm not going to waste my time anymore. I've been in the food and beverage industry for so long that God has always wanted me to do this. This is the start. This was the start. He's always wanted me to finally just open up to him and finally explain my life, my testimony. I needed to. I finally did. Sure, it took an hour and 10 minutes, but you know what? I did it. I finally did it. If time is all that we have down here, and I'm not going to waste it, it's the blink of an eye. I'm not happy with what I'm doing because I know that I would be happier serving God. Can't go. I wasn't even before I got fired / forced to resign. I wasn't even happy at my job. It just seems like we eke our way through life when we just this mundane let's go to our 40-hour-a-week job that we don't really like. Let's get this paycheck and pay all these bills that it's life, it's responsibility, don't get me wrong. And there's nothing wrong with bills, don't get me wrong. But wouldn't it be nice if those 40 hours of whatever we do, we're not too concerned about the paycheck or the number? Because that's where the real illusion is. The illusion of whatever your paycheck says, whether it's bi-weekly or every 2 weeks, is going to make you happier. If you got $1,000 paycheck and $900 has to go to bills, does it make you upset? Sure it does. Probably upsets anyone. You got $100 left. But the illusion of you, what if you didn't even what if your bills were $1,100 and you only had $1,000? Be grateful. You got your bills paid. Be grateful. It can always be better, but guess what? It can always be worse. God will never give us something unbearable. Ever. It can always be better, but guess what? It can always be worse. Look at the glass half full, not half empty. There's water in there. The water got in there some way. Someone poured it halfway. Don't be a pessimistic, be an optimistic. Be very optimistic. I want to know why? Because imagine if everything that we think that is a negative, God has always tried to turn into a positive. This negative thing, supposedly in someone else's head or perspective that I've just went through, being fired or being forced to resign from this, has actually showed me one thing. I'm 27 years old. I will be 27. I'm not going to waste another day of my life trying to do something that God doesn't want me to do. You got to trust him. Don't worry about bills. Don't worry about tomorrow. Just trust him whatever you're doing, do it for the best of your ability. Everyone's different. Everyone has different aspirations or whatnot. They love to do it. If it's doesn't matter what job you have or whatnot. You can be a garbage man and still be an amazing Christian. Doesn't matter what your occupation is. You can still be an amazing Christian. Spread Christ. You don't even have to use the word Christ and spread Him. You can always have a smile on your face, and people can just think in their head, what is wrong with her? Why is she always smiling? What does she have that I don't? It's all about perspective. Everyone sees everything differently through their eyes. And I've seen one thing, and I'm 26, and I'm tired of wasting my time. I have a beautiful 2-year-old son. I've been through so much, and Christ has been there every step of the way. He's been knocking and aching at my head in my life. He's reminding me daily, secondly, that He wants me in His field, in His business. And that's helped saving, not me, not my glory, not me saving souls, no. It's me allowing Him to work through me to do His work. And I'm tired of not doing it. I've always had a calling. I've always known I've had a calling. I've always just put it in the back of my head. But that's the worst sin in the world, is to know that you can help so many people and do nothing about it. So I'm not doing it anymore. I'm finally going to start living the life God's always wanted for me. Just help others. Just help others. That's all we got to do. I realized that illusion at the beach today, which was, you wake up and don't like where you're going. And then you think